Hey, do we all know who's in the Loserville tour?
It's like Nate No Face or something like that. Bones, Corey Feldman, Riff Raff, Limp Bizkit. And
and then he had Wes Borland in there, but that's in his own band, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So.
Redefine's trying to get on it.
Ready?
All right, you ready? All right, here we go. You got everything or no? It just gives a thumbs up, you fucking cock. All right, here we go.
Warning. The Loud Spot podcast uses adult humor and adult language in its broadcast. It may be unsuitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, we are idiots. Please don't take anything we say offensive or to heart.
Oh, no! Oh, boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, hanging out with, of course, my producer, Sam is here. We got Jordan from a band called Redefined coming on again. Hopefully, he is going to be a regular on the show. We will.
We're trying to sucker him into it. With,
as long as I have nothing to do with the family or music on Fridays, I'm here.
Dude, okay, so you were telling me before we started recording about The Voice, okay?
Yes.
So you went to The Voice. I told you not to finish the story because I want to hear it.
Atlanta, Georgia. Like it was before my son was born, so like 9 years ago.
Oh shit.
February 14th, they came to Atlanta, Georgia. My wife was like, let's go. This is before we were married and stuff, but like she's like, let's go. So we waited in line, and February in Georgia is outrageously cold for some reason. Like you're in the city. In between those buildings, and there's no trees and stuff. Oh, it's terrible. It's freezing cold. But like during the day it was fine, but later that night we were about to die. But we waited in line for I'd say 8 or 9 hours. They take you, they remove you from the people that go with you, and so there's just 10 people, you and 9 other people in a room.
All right, hold on. Spoiler warning for those who are listening. You're going to see how the music industry and how TV really works. All right, go ahead.
Okay, hold on. So they hold on before you even go. So they take groups of you inside the building at a time, and while you're not inside, you're outside waiting to get in.
And then they do like
even when you get into the building, you're still waiting for hours.
And then it's like a P. Diddy party. Everyone has an orgy. Oh wait, wrong one.
Hey,
wrong one.
I would have been on The Voice for real if that would have been that case. They had offered that up, and I'd be like, yeah. Who are we getting?
Come on, Jordan. Jordan, 2 inches does not get you a job on The Voice.
No, I'm not gonna impress them with that. I'm gonna impress them with other things.
Yeah. Okay.
100%. But I get in the building, and I believe when I got in the building, that's when they I believe my wife had to wait outside. So I was in the building for probably 4 hours of that 9 hours, just waiting to get upstairs. But there's 4 rooms upstairs, and each one has a producer sitting at a table with a bunch of papers on it. And so you walk in the room, you take your seat with 9 other people, and you're sitting there, and he or she tells you, okay, look, you don't have a certain amount of time, but I'm gonna get up, you do your song, and if I tell you to stop, that does not mean that it's bad, but it means I've heard enough to make my decision, so don't take offense to it, blah, 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 blah.
But you can tell if it's bad, probably.
Oh man. Some of them in there, I was very surprised that some of them did not get picked. There was one dude in there that crushed it. Everybody at the end of it was just everybody in there. I was like, this guy's.
But what did he look like? That's
right. I was going to say they do that sometimes, and we're going to finish the story here, but they do that because I knew a guy who had tried out, and he's a great singer, and he didn't make it at all. But I think it's image.
That's crazy you say that.
If you're ugly as shit, like if you're just horribly just not good looking, then you probably got some sort of sad story about how you grew up, and so they want the storyline. But if you're just have no image and you're good at singing, but there's nothing about you that says we can make something from this guy because of the background or this, see ya. That's probably how it works.
Dude, I had a friend who went to American Idol, and he is on the TV show. I've seen the clip of it. This guy produced 3 or 4 of Redefine's videos, and I hate to put Joshua Jones out there like that, but Josh Jones, and he sings so great, but when he did, he was like this at the camera. He was singing to them with his eyes. He could not do it, and they called him out on it, and they pretty much said, you make a weird face, and that's why you're not going through.
But can't you learn from that though? someone coach you how to make a better?
I think he was just nervous, you know, like he was he was in front of Simon Cowell, Randy. He was in front of the real original judges, and like, and he was, you know, he was bug eyed, and so like they tore him apart about that, and like that's why he did not go through, was because
like Paul Abdul, he was probably looking through Paul Abdul. He wasn't looking at Paul Abdul. It's like, can we talk later?
So did Jordan? Did you get a chance? I'm sure you're there to sing, is what I would assume.
Oh yeah.
Right, it's the voice. So did you get a chance to sing in front of the judges?
I got up. You get one judge, and so I get up there. I do my thing. What I did is I got in my head when I got into the building, and I changed the song I was going to do. I should
don't do that.
I changed the song I was going to do, and I go in there and I do it, right? And then the other 9 people do their stuff. And then she's like, you know, some of you did very well. Some of you could use some practice. But as of right now, it's a no for all of you. And like, I'm talking about as soon as she got the nut out, this girl was like, just burst into tears.
Really?
Bro. Yes. Was like, she must have thought she was going through, but like all of us got axed. All 10 of us. Boom. You're out.
What did you sing?
Oh God, what? They say the love is forever. Is a Kellen Quinn song from
Sleeping with Sirens.
There you go. It was one of their acoustic songs they did. I changed it to that. What I was gonna do was Fuel Shimmer, and I should have just stuck to Fuel Shimmer.
Did you have your mustache circled up?
No, this is before the beard and all that, man.
See, that's probably
well. You should have given a big backstory how you went to overseas.
They don't give you time for that. They give you no time for that. You get up there and you sing your song.
Do they just look at you and assume you might have a story or not have a story? I guess I
honestly thought I was going to get through because I looked different than everyone else there. Like I was all tattooed up and big holes in my ears and stuff. I was like, hey, they might be like, this guy's not going to sing good. And then I bust out a little bit, but it wasn't enough.
Okay, I wonder how many cities they go to listen to people, and out of how many people would you say were there? A few hundred?
Oh, thousands, bro. It was wrapped around a city block.
There you go. So thousands of people are there, right?
Thousands.
And let's say there's 1,000 people.
And just to let you know, it's about 15 cities that they go to. So
it's about 15.
So you're looking at maybe 15,000 plus people auditioning. Out of that 15,000, to get through to the next level, you have to have maybe 500.
Maybe at most.
Maybe 500 to even get,
most.
And that's even
it's probably less than that, honestly.
That's before you even get on TV.
Yeah.
Okay, and then TV you have maybe 100 or less. I don't know.
Okay, if I would have passed to the next level, this is how they do it. This is how they get their top 200 or whatever. You do the first day. That one producer likes you enough to bring you the next day. The next day, you do it in front of all 4 of those producers that were in those other rooms. You do it in front of all of them. And then they have to unanimously choose you to go onto the show. So it's like 2 circuits before you even get in front of like Adam Levine or whoever it was at the time.
You know what's funny about it is because sometimes they make those clips where the people that just really suck get on to TV. They purposely need to have room for those people also who are absolutely horrible, so they can make funny.
I immediately think whenever I think of the bad clips, I think of this like this bigger black lady that was in all yellow, and she was like 57 years old, and it was American Idol back when it was like the original thing, and she was like 57, and the cutoff age was like 38 or something like that, and somehow she got through, and it was awful, bro. She was dressed like Big Bird. That's what they talked about the whole time. That one sticks in my mind.
They would pick me because I'm that bad. They'd be like, "This guy really sucks."
Yeah,
and I'd be on there like really trying like hard, like
dropping down to your knees and stuff.
Yeah, sad thing is he would be so bad, and then his dance moves would be really horrendous.
Hey,
they
put him on the show.
We don't even talk anymore.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
We don't even know what we are.
If you listen to Oscar and Birdman, you guys will understand what we're talking about and how bad. I love you.
I can't harmonize to save my life. Some people get in my head and said to harmonize with the B note. I'd be like,
you just need a little.
You don't even know what. There we go. That's right.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
That's it.
I need one of those things you have.
You need a Go XLR for the auto tune. That's it. You got this.
What?
Then you can sing like
I have XLR cable.
He
Oh no,
does.
it's a Go XLR. It's a whole little thing. Like you can do like the whole sounds and stuff. Like, oh wait, you don't want to play that? Okay, sorry. wrong.
That's bad as his micro penis. Like he's got a micro penis.
That's three big balls. Is that what that said?
It's a whole song, bro. It's so bad. I
want to hear it now. I want to.
Hang on, I got you. Hang on.
Let's set that for the next episode. Oh, wait, are you playing it?
3 big balls. Look like we playing tennis. He got a big dick. I think his name Dennis.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
There's a whole song. Yeah, there's a whole song.
Dennis Rodman, everybody.
I like that. You know, let's go into our first song. We got a TX2. What's the song called? So Numb.
So Numb. That's right here on the Loud Spot.
If I said I moved on, if I said I'm fine, that'd be a lie. Fuck, you're stuck on my mind. It doesn't get better. You turned off the lights. You left me a letter, but that wasn't fine. Memories like leather, they last a whole life. I'll never get rid of them. Trust me, I tried. You left a hole right inside my ribcage. I blame myself for losing you, and now I'm fucking stuck with that. You're tattooed under my skin, wish I could cover up with black. Waited for the pain to live, waited but it never passed. You left a hole right inside my ribcage. Yeah, because the only way to escape is to fucking know. I've hit a wall, nothing's been the same. Time heals all. Why do I still feel so numb? That's so fucking numb. Weighing me down your memory side. I guess we were never meant to fly. Weighing me down your memory side. I guess we were never meant to fly. Weighing me down your memory side. I guess we were never meant to fly. Weighing me down your memory side. I guess we were never meant to fly. Weighing me down your memory side. I guess we were never meant to fly. Weighing me down your memory side. I guess we were never meant to fly. You left a hole right inside my ribcage. You left a hole right inside my ribcage. Yeah, because the only way to escape is to fucking know. I've hit a wall, nothing's been the same. Time heals all. Why do I still feel so numb? That's so fucking
Okay, guys, what is up with this Corvid Corpus? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't read about it. I know it was in the chat to talk about. I've been busy. That's Jordan's thing, I guess. You and Jordan, Sam, you guys
came across
know
my
about
Facebook like 3 or 4 times in one day. I was like, "What is going on?" I didn't pay attention.
I think it was worse on my end because I have the promoters in there too.
Oh, yeah.
So, like Nick Myers over at Love Drafts and stuff like that. So not only the bands, but the promoters. So apparently there's a band called Corvid Corpus. And they're opening for a band called Overkill, which is a band from like the 80s, right?
Sam, I'm not going to lie. I thought when you had wrote that, I thought you meant to put Corpus Christi. And spelled it wrong.
I kept thinking it was
spelled it wrong.
Trust me, I thought the same thing going, it should be, or COVID Corpus or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, so there's a band.
COVID.
They're opening for another act, and we don't know exactly because they changed their post.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole post.
So we have a
don't
link
know
now, guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
saying how many they have.
Yeah, right. So, all right. So there's two things in this industry, and Jordan will contest to this. There's a pay to play, and then there's, hey, can you sell some tickets and you can keep a portion of the ticket sales?
Yeah.
All right.
As a
yeah. So as a promoter, I used to always say, hey guys, can you help sell some tickets? You can keep a portion of the tickets. Usually it was like 50% or higher, like 50 to 70%. I needed a little bit of money to pay for the headliner. It's just the way it goes.
Okay.
And I would tell the bands, hey, this is a way, instead of settling up at the end of the night, how many did you bring? I don't know. But if you sold tickets, I know how much you brought. You have, because I can deduct it from how many tickets I gave you. And then there's the other one that is pay to play. And Jordan won't contest this. This is the industry. This is the industry in which we live. Festivals are notorious for it. Not so much promoters. Promoters know who to put on the show to sell tickets to help bring awareness of the headliner that's coming. So, but this band seems to say 200. They needed to sell 200 tickets at $30 a pop at a venue that it's meh. We'll put it that way. It's meh.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
In a band that's very meh.
Yeah.
That haven't really.
You want me to sell 200 tickets at $30 a pop? I better be opening for Limp Bizkit or Korn.
Exactly.
I can sell 200 tickets to that. No problem.
Right.
Who are they opening for?
Overkill.
They're opening for a band called Overkill, which is like a hair metal, speed metal type,
old school thrash hardcore.
If you have to sell, I'm going to tell you, I've never heard of that band, right? So
Neither have
I've never heard of it, and you haven't heard of it. A lot of people haven't heard of it. So Jordan, just like you said, if you're going to open up for a band, we got to sell 200 tickets at $30 a pop. It better be Limp Bizkit, Korn,
right.
It better be a huge name.
All right, so everyone knows.
Yes.
Let's do the math on that, guys. If it's sell 200 tickets at $30 a piece, that's $6,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jordan will contest to this. Not even your top line festivals will ever ask for a buy-on price that much.
No.
Okay. So $6,000 for a band you never heard of at a venue that's meh. We'll call it that. And we're not going to name the venue. Meh. I'm trying
to look it up.
Yeah, because I actually don't mind that venue when I'm coming through town. And if I have to get that venue. So, but that is unheard of, and you should not ever have to do that. So we're left now. Again, the band has changed their post, and we don't know if they were actually trying to sell 200 tickets, or did they have even a minimum of selling tickets, or anything of the sort. And the band has now since changed it and said, hey, we're selling these tickets. We've got a ticket link, and here's the ticket. So, but if this band has posted it and everyone has jumped on it, because I will tell you, Jordan being a band, myself being a promoter, talent buyer, agent, we want to get rid of this idea that you have to pay to play, and we should never, ever pay to play, because it's really bad for the industry. Now, we are dealing with a lot of bands this day and age out there performing, touring, all these kind of things. And we understand that bands cost money to perform. Sound and stage cost money to run the whole show, but $6,000 is a lot.
But
that's
okay,
a lot,
so
bro.
My two questions are this: is one, if you don't sell the 200 tickets, do you have to pay the difference of the 6,000?
We don't know.
Assuming so. I'm assuming.
Okay, we don't know. Okay, so the second thing is bands that pay to play, which people do, right? It's very common in the industry. Even if you opened up for Limp Bizkit or Korn and you're the opening band and no one really knows who you are in that city that you're playing, like Jordan, your band's from North Carolina, right?
South Carolina, but
South Carolina. Okay,
it's
okay,
Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay,
that's why I say Carolina, because I never know if he's from
right. One of the Carolinas. Okay,
he's got that biscuits and gravy voice that we just.
There it is.
Hypothetically, you're playing in Portland, Oregon, and opening up for Korn. Okay,
yeah.
Right.
You're the opening band. No one knows who Redefined is. You're not in South Carolina where your base is at. Let's say they want, I don't know, what's it like $5,000, $6,000 to play to be the opening band. I don't know what they charge for stuff like that.
Still too much.
Okay, do you think then, just because you opened up for them, if you're the opening band for the whole entire crew that's there, it'd be some other bigger bands. You'd be the very first one. Is that going to grow your number as far as listeners go?
No.
My one, maybe two. Because if you're the opening band, the whole crowd isn't even inside the building yet.
Well, it depends.
About $5,000-$6,000 now. I want to go out for a week or two with somebody for that much. You know, like, not just a one show off. Like, I got to be able to make. I want my residual back. I guess, you know, like I want if I'm going to spend $2,000. I want to be able to know that I'm going to go out there and be able to sell $2,000 in merch, you know, because a lot of like when we go on these tours and stuff, we're not getting paid. Like we're because we're the top, you know, we're the bottom. Yeah. A lot of the time. Yes.
Yeah.
And so you want to go back and you want to try to earn what you got.
You know what I love about that is so many bands don't want to talk about paying to get onto shows when that's so common in the industries. People like own that shit.
You got to pick and choose. Like that's the main thing. What I think with these guys is looking at their Facebook, and I hate to do this because I hate looking at bands numbers. 1,000 likes.
We're not trying to knock this band by no means.
I just think that they're young and they just got out there and they were honest. They were like, we got to sell 200 tickets, guys. And like, I bet they got roasted a lot. And the promoter hit them up and was like, change that.
I roasted it. And I said, you better get half of that, guys, if you're selling 200 tickets.
At least half of that.
If I was their manager, I would be so mad at them right now.
I bet the promoter hit him up and was like, "Please take all that information off of your site. We're getting killed."
I guarantee. And then that's the thing. We don't know who the promoter is. I'm sure if we did some investigation, we'll find out who exists. But I didn't want to know because if it's one of my promoters or one of my talent buyers that I use, I'm pretty sure I'd be sending him an email or her an email right now going, are you freaking kidding me? You're screwing this band over like this? $6,000?
Do you know these kids got money or something? Like,
maybe they have like a rich dad
their dad, you know, their dad or something. Like, here's $6,000, sure. We'll buy all the tickets for you. Like, in that case, whatever. I mean, if they got the money to spend, then cool for them. But I just, If
they have the money to spend, they'd probably be a little bigger by doing some more promotions. Really, everything's about promotions, even podcasting.
They should take that money and put it into ads and stuff like that. That's what they should do. If you're going to take that money.
I would always say, just make music that people actually fucking like. That number one. That's the number one. Number two, stop, Sebastian, because you don't even make music people like. Your music sucks.
It's not about me. Okay, it's not even about me. There's so many good bands out there. Redefined being one of those bands that's out there that I literally like their music. Okay,
but
so many other
we can honestly say, and I'll call Jordan out right now, that's because he doesn't get back to the studio and release more music on a normal basis.
Yeah, we don't put it out like monthly.
But when I heard Let's Party, I was sold, man. I mean that song, and that was like 3 years ago, whatever it was. I was sold on that song. I just like the sound of that song.
There's 10,000 other bands doing exactly what Jordan does.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
So it's unfortunate, you know, in Jordan's case, he's got to take his finances and his whole band's finances.
Yeah, you got to put more money into it.
Exactly. Like he can only sell booty hole pics so many times on OnlyFans before people would be like, "Nah, we've seen this booty hole."
It's the same as podcasters. Everybody who's famous has a podcast. It's like I'm not famous, so I started a podcast. How am I going to go when
Bobby Lee got like 3 podcasts, you know? I mean, Bobby Lee got Tiger Belly, he's got Best Friends or whatever, Bad Friends, he's got tons.
Yeah, and then Sebastian thinks he's famous, but then we have to knock him down a notch and go, bitch, no one, 3 people are listening.
We got nice mics and podcasts now, okay? We're famous.
That's it.
And I listen to our shows, I'm like, we don't suck, but we're also not there's famous people that are way worse than we are, but probably get more listeners because they're famous.
Exactly.
But it's all about pumping money into what we're doing. Yeah. And Sam and I, we know that, and that's why we're expanding to other things which we're still not talking about yet. But it's a way to grow the show. It's
OnlyFans. We're doing OnlyFans.
We're starting at OnlyFans, the Loud Spot page where we
spooning, and then we're rubbing each other's feet. Dude, and then
what if you started a website like instead of like farmersonly.com, it was like spooningonly.com where someone just wants to get spooned.
And that's a thing. I bet it's a thing.
It's an actual thing because I actually looked at it. It's an actual thing in a lot of major cities where we're not going to call it.
Why did you look at? You looked at spooning only.
Sam,
I want to know why you researched.
All right,
I'm on the road a lot. Okay,
I'm on the road and I get lonely. Okay, Sebastian. All right. So there is a thing about guys and girls who you can hire them to come cuddle with you. They're called cuddle buddies.
Oh,
have you guys heard of this?
You know the guys like just a tip.
They don't allow that at cuddlebuddies.com. They don't allow that.
They don't. That's right. They don't allow that at Cuddle Buddies. There is no sexual content of whatsoever. You can't even put a hand on a shoulder.
That's what they used to have Backpage for. Was the tip?
That's right. That's right. Wasn't that Craigslist or something like that?
It was something like Craigslist, but it was only for Craigslist, I think. It was only for meeting up.
So, anyways, back to this story. This band, 200 tickets, $30 a pop. That's $6,000 for a band that hasn't been relevant in our opinion, and it's just our opinion only, guys. We don't mean any hate against Overkill whatsoever.
Not at all.
And if they are popular, because how many times have we looked at a band and we're like, good example? Grateful Dead. I never noticed how big they were until they hit Las Vegas here. Massive. They have sold out every night of the week.
Dude, one member of that band, one of the original members came through here with Willie Nelson. And it was packed. The whole place was moving. It smelled like patchouli. And it was
patchouli and tie-dye shirts.
Yeah, it was tie-dye shirts and patchouli everywhere.
That's it. So we're not putting any hate on Overkill, guys. Whatsoever.
They might have a following like that, but
we're not hating. We're not hating on paying to play. You know, Jordan said,
yeah, I've done it
with the Limp Bizkit.
I'll do it for the right thing. I'd pay Limp Bizkit good money.
The Limp Bizkit tour's coming up with Loserville, right?
Yeah.
They have the whole video with Corey Feldman, Fred Durst is in it, Wes Borland's in it.
If they wanted like $10,000 to go out for like 2 weeks, I would find a way. I'd find a way.
Find a way to do it.
You would probably do more than that because you know it's going to be more than that.
Oh man, you're gonna sell all your merch. Like there's no way you wouldn't. Like especially if you're because our sound meshes with them, you know. So like their fans would be our fan. That would be beneficial for us, but the price would have to be right completely.
Yeah. Jordan and Sebastian would sell their bodies in order to go out with Limp Bizkit.
It'd be wild. Oh yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
You would, Sebastian. You sold yourself short for everything else. I mean,
I know for a fact our drummer would for Korn, 100%, 1,000% he would. Yeah.
At first, I thought you said for like a piece of corn. Does he like corn that much?
No, he does like corn that much. Yeah. Hey, sweet corn is hard to come by. All right, let's take a look at our new song because we are running out of time, as we always have a great time with Jordan. Let's take a look at Drugs with their new song Hunger Pains right here on the Loud Spot.
Hunger, come pull me under, drown me in my sin. I'm thunder shaking, craving, redness just scraping up and down my skin. Lay me down in red.
Sam, it always amazes me how much you pay attention to artists that are not what I would assume you'd pay attention to, like JoJo Siwa or Taylor Swift, or in this instance, Lizzo, who apparently said something about music for white people in South Park.
Yeah. So, all right,
they roasted her on South Park.
They roasted her. So the biggest thing about Lizzo is I had the opportunity when I was working the Maha Festival to meet Lizzo and who she is, and we had a private conversation in the van as I'm taking her back to the airport and all these kind of things. So Lizzo has came out and says, you know, at the end of the day, she doesn't make music for white people. Now there's a whole bunch to it, right?
Is she white?
No, she's black. She's a big black girl.
Lizzo is. I don't know.
Really?
You're not.
You don't know?
I've never. I mean, I've heard the name, but I don't know who she is at all.
I'm gonna just like I told her that the next day. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth real quick. All right, I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth right now. So, folks, if you're listening at home, this is just me being honest. So when I didn't know who Lizzo was the night of the festival. She comes walking out of her trailer. As big as she is, she's a big girl, okay? Big, black, beautiful girl. And but she's wearing a very, I would put it as, I would not allow my girlfriend to walk out in public like that outfit, okay? And then what I'm saying is, it's a thong.
That was very male chauvinistic. You wouldn't allow her to.
I know. Well, I'm saying,
if she wants to, you're like, no, bitch.
No, I can't stop. First of all, we all know.
Where's your burqa?
All right. First of all, we can never stop our women from wearing whatever they want to, because at the end of the day, they rule the world. And she's a big girl that was wearing a thong, basically, in a nutshell. And she went to stage and she hit that stage, and I watched that whole set, and I was like, God damn it, that girl's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. She rocked that stage like the best that I've seen in a while in the hip hop pop / genre.
Well, there's a reason she's as big as she is. I mean,
does make music for white people or does not make music?
Does not make music for white people. So
that's kind of fucked up to say. If you're a musician, who cares who likes your music?
Lauryn Hill said it. Lauryn Hill way back in the day.
Back in the day, for the
rather her kids starve than a white person buy her album. No lie.
Exactly.
Yes.
The fuck is
Lauryn Hill? Lauryn Hill from the Refugees, when she accepted her Grammy.
That's it.
That's exactly what she said. So, anyways, the nutshell of this story is basically she's gotten a lot of hate from a lot of things. She's even like we just talked about South Park. She got roasted on South Park, and she was very. I don't know if she was really offended, because I know her and she's not. She doesn't care about
it. Was a clout thing, probably.
Did she say this before or after the South Park roasting?
Before the South Park roasting. So.
She said it prior. Okay.
Yes, she said it prior.
That's why she doesn't like white people. Can you imagine? No. I forgot what one of them.
Yeah, exactly. You're just going off on a tangent.
Can you imagine some like John Johnson with Mayor, whatever his name is?
John Mayer?
John Mayer. Okay. Can you imagine John Mayer saying, "I don't make music for black people"?
Yeah, well, okay.
Like, that's fucked up to even say. Like,
we know there's a double negative in this world, and we're not going to talk about it here because but if you guys want to talk about it, let's talk about it down in the YouTube comments. Go ahead and mention it down in the YouTube comments. But we know there's a double negative when it comes to white versus black people and what they say. I just had a conversation with one of my Uber riders, and I said, if I said that, you would call me racist. And she says, you're right, but I can get away with it. And I said, you're right. You can get away with it. And I can't. So back to Lizzo. She said this in response to, now, for those of you guys in the rock and metal community that doesn't know who Lizzo, she's a big lady, and it's about body positivity. And she does we'll put it this way. It's more female related, more I don't give a shit what you think, this is who I am kind of thing. And she made the comment of she doesn't, because a lot of people have given her hate on her weight and her positivity about her weight. And she's like, this is who I am. I don't care what you say. And then, of course, then South Park came out with their, what is that? Ozempic or something like that.
It was like a female product. And it was instead of Ozempic. Yeah. It was,
yeah. So
this kept you big. This made you not care that you were big. It was called Lizzo.
Exactly. So, and okay. So I have a hard time with this whole thing with being big. I'm a big person. All right. Same. Well, you said it, not me. So my biggest thing is
of losing it still.
That's right. You lost a lot of weight, Jordan. Yeah. So good job on your meth usage.
We are in South Carolina.
That's right.
I still got my teeth though, so I'm good for right now.
Exactly. You're good. So my biggest thing is like, I understand body positivity, but I understand what is unhealthy from a doctor standpoint. Like Sebastian, you have issues and you're skinny as shit.
I don't have issues.
I ain't got no problems.
You have high blood pressure, bitch. You have to take high blood pressure medication.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny because I try to eat a lot healthier now.
He tries to.
Juice is helping. The beet juice. It's because I eat like crap all the time, and I think I drink and smoke.
He does.
I can't tell you the last time I had fried food. That's the one thing that I miss right there.
Fried food will screw you up.
Good.
But hold on, I want to say this. If she wasn't famous and only white people were buying her album, she would not have said that.
Which they are, by the way.
Because she's already famous, she could say something like that because she has enough of a black audience, maybe. And you know what? And it's just like me, I'm Puerto Rican, so I don't get when people say things like that.
I feel like a lot of artists do it.
They if she lost all of her white fans, the house she lives in now probably wouldn't be as big or as glamorous as it is. So fuck that, dude. You know, I'm happy I don't know who she is.
Yeah.
A lot of artists do it just to get that punch too. Like they probably she probably loves that white people buy her stuff.
PR stunt.
Yeah.
PR stunt.
Hey, my name hasn't been brought up in a while. Let me say this crazy stuff and let them bring me back up.
So Sebastian knows me.
And then you got three guys sitting there talking about it.
Exactly. Sebastian knows me, and I think this is all a PR stunt. She's just trying to cover the news line and say something outrageous. Yep. Like Jordan could say something Jordan could say something outrageous, but it wouldn't hit the same as someone who's already famous.
I'd have to say something real wild.
You'd have to say something real wild and be on point where people will agree with you versus give you hate. So with Lizzo, you're right, Sebastian. She's very famous that she can say this stuff, and people be like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right. You don't make
She's gonna lose.
You know damn well white people ain't saying shit.
What if she comes out and says, "Well, if there's one Puerto Rican and two white guys on the podcast, I don't want to do a song anymore. I'm out.
I'm done with this."
She's made so much money, it doesn't even matter to her.
No.
I think that can happen. I think eventually you make enough money, you just say whatever you want because no matter what you say, you're still going to be financially stable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
And
I don't know who she is. I don't know her music, but the fact that I even have heard her name tells me she's somewhat of a superstar because I'm not into that genre of music. It's not something that I listen to.
So I will take a time on the loud spot to actually address Lizzo. Lizzo, hold on. I just want you to know, here on the loud spot, we don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, what you say, what you do, or who you are, you be you. And at the end of the day, keep making that music. And that's all I got. Yeah.
That was pretty good. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. So,
let's go to our last song. Song before we end the show.
So Sebastian has became a Electric Callboy fan. A couple months ago, we aired a video. Yeah. What was that song called actually? But Sebastian's like, you gotta listen to this song. Now I knew.
No, not that one. There's another one.
So he became a fan of this, and this is really for Sebastian. So they got a new song out with Baby Metal, which we can all agree, like Baby Metal is not a bad band by per se because of their instrumental, but from their and their stage performance, like 3 gorgeous, women on stage. But I was like, Sebastian's going to love this. And I had to put it in there with all the music that we have today, with all the electric background. So this is the new song. Go ahead.
For the record, my favorite song by them is Every Time We Touch. It's the cover song.
That's right. That was Every Time We Touch. And he's like, oh, you got to listen to this.
Every time we touch, we
I get the feeling.
there you go.
And so online, I got into a little bit of debate with everyone else about, someone said, I think it was on Sirius Octane, and they're like, I don't understand and I said the same thing with every band that I ever say. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's okay. Yep. I love this band because I had a band similar to this called Steak Sauce Mustache that I loved because of their stage performance and their goofiness, because there's a lot of bands being serious out there, like Jordan's band Redefined. They're so serious. You don't even know.
I don't know. Music is serious, but Jordan's not that serious.
Definitely not.
A podcast with us. So
that's right. That's right.
What's it called? A rat-ta-ta-ta-ta?
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, this is the new one from Let's Go Electric Cowboy.
Electric Cowboy.
Electric Cowboys.
Ratatouille.
Every night when the sky turns red up above, I feel the beat in my veins and I'm searching for love. You know that hips don't lie and leave you hypnotized. Just give me one more try to make you feel that vibe. When you go my body and a weapon, we're gonna hit the floor. We're gonna make it happen. You give me some more. I will push you to the limit, and everybody's feeling the sound of the night. I don't wanna stop. We push you to the limit. Together we will crush the morning light. I got it. Boom boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Shaking boom 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 boom. Tapping boom 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 boom. Stopping boom 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 boom. Kirat toしちゃう。ふわっとしちゃう。ドキッとしちゃう。こくましちゃうけど大丈夫。瞳に映した笑顔の魔法で罠に誘い込む。My body and a weapon. We're gonna hit the floor. We're gonna make it happen. You give me some more. We'll push it to the limit, and everybody's feeling the sound of the night. I don't wanna stop. We push it to the limit. Together we will crush the morning light. I got it. Boom boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Shaking boom 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 boom. Tapping boom 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 boom. Stopping boom 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 boom. Here for the moment, here for the beat, here for the love and the friends. I need you know that I'll be there for good. Wow. I'm here for the moment, here for the beat, here for the love and the friends. I need you know that I'll be there for good. I go talking crazy 'cause I'm waiting for the truth. Are you ready? Let's go.
Boom, boom,
How
boom.
could you not like that song, dude? Like, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of, I guess, dance metal now. I didn't know I was until now.
It's great.
Now I know I am.
It's really good.
You know,
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like dance metal and country metal, I'm all for it.
Gideon's
all day
killing it
long.
with that country metal stuff right now, man.
That Lakeview song.
They got a song,
yeah,
they got a song called
that's right.
Take Off that's kind of country metal and stuff. Like they're killing it.
I think when
Yep.
you just change styles up like that and you do such a good job, whoever's producing this stuff does such a good job of making it sound like it belongs together. You
Yep.
know, I would say like dance metal's kind of been around. Even like it's, I would say maybe it started with industrial kind of like orgy.
Yeah.
Kind
When
of
you get back into Nine Inch Nails and stuff, man.
Yeah, 9 Inch
Right.
Nails. Perfect.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
I mean, he did produce that Halsey album. Did you listen to that?
Yes, I did. And it
Trent
was
Reznor
good.
killed that album, bro. It was so good.
I'm
Sebastian's
sure I
like,
know a
I'm
Halsey
lost.
song, but I'd
You
have
would-
to hear it because I
You would
don't
like
even-
this album, man. It's very good. It's very different. But
I
Trent
literally-
Reznor produced it. And it's
I literally
amazing.
listen to Octane or just what I have on my phone, and
I do that
get
a lot.
my news from different things. But I don't look at like stuff on Halsey. Like it just doesn't come in my news feed.
Yeah.
It's all
guess.
Fox News on
All
his.
pop stuff, you know.
I should. Don't even get me started on that. I should be more diverse, probably.
But you like what you like, man. Like
Well-
my wife, she only listens to rock music. Like when I play, like I recently got her into Juice World a little bit, but like
Right.
my hip hop stuff that I listen to in the car, she's
like,
usually
"Eh,
like, I'm
It's
not a
not even
fan."
that I like what I like. It's that I don't look for it. But if I did, I probably would like it. Because
Probably.
I like a lot of everything. I'm like I said, I
You
like
do.
the Beyonce.
You like a lot of crap, like in my opinion, crap,
Same.
right? So
Same.
but at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, that's Sebastian. He likes what he likes, because that's the funny thing. We talk about this all the time in the music industry.
Subjective.
Yeah, it's subjective. It's art. If you like what you like Sebastian will send me a song, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? This is horrible. This is really bad. But at the end of the day, it's like that's what Sebastian likes. Like he would like, shit rolled in sugar. He's like, that's the best tasting stuff I've ever had.
Delicious.
And I'm like, really? I don't know.
I think I like the underdog or something that's different, that's out there, that
Right.
it's not mainstream. I will listen to a lot of stuff that's just you will never hear it. But if I hear it and I'm like, oh, that's dope, I'm
Right.
gonna listen to that song and know all the words to it, even if
Like-
nobody else knows it,
Yep.
because I like it.
That's it. And that I try not to get mad at him, because at the end of the day, I forget that, okay, just because I don't like it, that doesn't
People
mean
have
it's
different
wrong.
tastes.
That's it.
All it
At
is.
the end of the day, like I love bluegrass. A lot of people like, bluegrass. I was like, dude, you got to understand, when I'm rolling through West Virginia or the Carolinas,
Yeah.
I want to listen to bluegrass.
Have you listened to
okay?
Iron Horse before?
Yes, I have.
Iron
and
Horse doing Modest Mouse is like one of my favorite
Exactly.
things in the world.
That sounds familiar to me.
Iron Horse did a Metallica album. They did a Modest Mouse album. It is so good.
like their song "Afloat" or "Float On"
Float
or
On.
whatever. Yeah,
I backed
It's-
my car into a cop car the other day. It's all bluegrass.
Oh, they
It's
do that
amazing.
song? Oh, really?
Oh, dude, they do a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Oh, I wish we
Yeah.
had I wish we had the song on here so we could play it.
It's so good.
Well,
it's old though. It's
It is
really
old.
old.
It's
It's like
super
5 or 6 years old now.
It might be
so.
older than that.
That's
It's-
okay.
I
We
think
played
it
like
might
a
be
50
over.
song last week or a few weeks ago on the.
Well, that's because you wanted this song for your outro, and that's why, because you've been stuck on
we
Fallout.
can play old songs. We don't have to just do new songs.
You would
No.
like this
Want
Iron Horse.
to.
You would like it.
I think
Yeah.
I would like it.
You
It's
would
great.
actually. He probably really would like it.
I hit my car
thing is-
into a cop car the other day.
They got
So
like 3-part
my-
harmonies and stuff.
Yeah. So my biggest thing is like, whatever you do, just do it well, do it great, do it
Yep.
very whatever your style is, and and then I'll probably
Make sure your
like it.
production is good when you record
that's
it
it.
and where you
Yeah.
send it off to.
That's
Like,
right.
because like we're not in the age of grindcore anymore, where we're doing stuff in our closets and
The Misfits would not be big today. It's fair enough to say.
No.
not a lot of
No.
bands wouldn't be. Man.
No.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of them would not be.
There is a bit. It's a group called Deep Cotton. They have a song called "We're Far Enough from Heaven." And I like that. And probably
Deep
not a
cotton.
lot of people like it, but I enjoy it. When it comes on, I'm like, I turn it up a little bit.
He liked this artist called Myron Cotton, by the way, with
No.
Cotton.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. He did have a good song that I did like, "Devil's Highway" or something like that.
Really?
I like the song. I thought it was original. It was cool. Dudes were kind of quirky though.
I'm gonna send y'all this guy that sings about like
He's
mayonnaise
special.
and chicken nuggets and stuff. It's so bad. Oh, dude.
Oh, that's that's you just played with him. Afro Man.
Mayo. It's so bad. Dude. It's so bad.
You know what? Last subject tonight. We got a few minutes to talk about it.
Yep.
A guy got arrested in Wichita, Kansas, but apparently this is going on nationwide from like Wichita to Pennsylvania for trafficking human remains. Okay. And Harvard was involved somehow. Apparently they helped out with the investigation, didn't get in trouble for it. My question is,
wait, hold on. How did Harvard, way over there in Wichita,
Pennsylvania to Wichita is where this like human remains trafficking was going on.
Okay, got it.
So I Googled, and I was scared to even Google it. I was scared to Google.
Put on a list.
Why would you traffic human remains? Why? Okay. So I get like the whole trafficking humans. You're a weird sexual person, fucked up, blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But you're trafficking bones and teeth and skin and skulls and whatever.
Organs and stuff.
Oh yeah,
organs go for a lot of money on the black market.
Okay, but for what? Like, who's buying it? It's not like I get you're trafficking fucking meth and cocaine and heroin and
rich
acid.
people do. Rich people are doing it.
What you're gonna buy? You're gonna buy like a human liver and their armpit skin.
I think of all the crazy like when I think of stuff like this.
What?
I think of like the crazy stuff I did as a kid or in my younger years, and like the thrill I used to get from doing crazy illegal stuff.
Hold on, before we go any further, Jordan, are you gonna admit to something that we're gonna have to turn into the cops?
No.
Like killing cats or something?
See, this
like
is what
Jeffrey
I mean. If I had money back when I was doing this, like think of the things that I could have done, like because like that's what these rich people do. They do so much crazy stuff that they got away with. And now they've got money for it, and like they can get wilder with it, and so it just it's just.
Are we talking about P Diddy again? Hold on. I thought we were done with P Diddy, but
not until he's arrested.
Do you think you're so rich and so bored you just want to buy a human brain so you can say you have it? Like,
either
is that what you're doing? Because what would be the reason, unless you're going to transplant something yourself and act like doctor to whoever, like kill someone and try to revive them because you're that bored? What would be the reason to have it? Just to say, like
to have like a trophy to like pull out at a party, like like a P Diddy party. Like, hey, y'all want to see something really crazy? Look at this brain I got. I got a brain for no reason.
Yeah. Bragging rights. Would that be the only? Because I literally cannot think of a reason. When I looked up why do people human traffic remains, all you got was why do people human traffic? There was no remains in there. So I was like, I don't know if I want to look this up because it's hella illegal.
Again, because you're gonna put on a no-fly. Put on a no-fly list whatsoever.
I'm gonna get raided like tomorrow.
The next Hunter Biden
got up in here. I just want to theorize why people would want that. And I couldn't come up with anything. I couldn't find anything.
Weird trophies,
online.
Man. Or it's like the movie plots you see where it's like their kid's dying, so they like go kill a poor person's kid to like harvest their organs because the poor doesn't matter, and
because
so like
because maybe the liver transplant for whoever is not
they're at the bottom of the list,
and
you got to work
the black market that they could just buy this shit.
There's a movie like that, I think, where a rich guy was like at the bottom of the list, and the doctor was like, "It doesn't matter if your kid's dying," and he's like, "I'll find a way," and like he was paying money for trafficking stuff. So it's another thing of the rich people, like they've got the money to do it, and they feel like that their kid's life is more important and stuff like that.
And I think Sebastian, he would be on that killer list. Like he would go out and kill to save himself.
No,
at the end of the day,
no, because I would probably die trying to.
I gotta find somebody with type O blood, and
that's what I have, type O blood. Anyways, if you're listening to this episode and it's the end of the episode, and you have a theory as to why people would human traffic remains of a human body, Let us know.
Or maybe you are a trafficker. We would like to know.
That's
We'd like to
right. We
speak
will.
to you.
Maybe, yeah. And if you are, you know, we will call the cops, but tell us first. Tell us
We'll
first. why.
shout. We'll shout them in all black at the end of the day.
I mean, I guess they're dead people already.
We'll give them the
Right.
whole voiceover treatment. What is it?
Right.
What it's like?
Yeah,
if you're trafficking human remains, are already dead. So I don't know.
Jordan,
call the cops. Maybe I would just leave it alone.
Jordan would be happy to allow them to voice over such like
this. They can just be like,
yeah, you know, when we found the body and we started cutting it up.
it's like it's all black, like a silhouette, like the old gang. What was that? The old gang shows on.
You know, if we don't call the cops, so then we're in trouble. Because we're not Netflix, or you know,
snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches, and we wouldn't do this.
Yeah, but I don't want to go to jail for knowing. Anyway, if you call us anonymously,
*667 your number, please.
There you go. That's all the time we got on the show. Thanks for listening. Peace out, rock on, and much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pin post has to pin show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.